everybody. Good morning. Thank you, Hedepy, for having me in this morning. We will talk today about the new age of benefits, how to shape basically employee benefit package in this new flexible work environment that we are currently living. My name is Bogdan Badea. I'm the CEO of eJobs. We are the largest job board in Romania. Let's jump into the presentation. Let's get some context from the employer side. We have 31% of the employers say that salary is the only criterion which determines candidate to switch jobs. And we have 41% of the employers which think they can attract talent through benefit packages. What candidates have to say? 21% of them would quit their jobs even without a backup plan job if dissatisfied with the current employer. This is a massive change for Romania, as in this part of the world, quitting your job without having a new job wasn't a thing before the pandemic. Now, apparently, the great resignation from the States and the Western Europe is catching us as well. 76% of Romanians think that they will find a job in less than 3 months. This means that they are very optimistic about finding a new job that fits better their needs. And 6.1% will change their job for a more attractive benefits package. It's not a huge percent, but it's a good percent when it comes to choosing a job based on the benefit package. Let's talk about benefits. We ran some studies, some surveys in order to understand which are the best benefits from the employee perspective. The most popular benefits we have right now are meal tickets, which are the most common known in Romania. Medical subscription, which again, they are very common. Personal and professional trainings. This is a thing that is perceived from the employee perspective as a benefit, not as a learning and development tool. Transportation cost is number 4, and private insurance is number 5. What is very interesting that we have 2 new entries in the last 2 years. 8 mental health services wasn't a thing in Romania. I think under 1% of employees were using it and paid by them before the pandemic. Now the things have changed. And also paying home bills. Of course, working from home means that some employers give the benefit of paying some house bills for the people who are working from home. 86% of the employers offer benefit packages at this point. It is a high percentage, but I should mention that the most common ones are the ones that are used by this 86%, and are referring about the first 3 benefits that you see on this slide. What came with the new pandemic? What came with everything that's happening around us? We see that a lot of feelings, a lot of anxieties, a lot of doubts from the employee perspective. Number 1 was I was afraid I wouldn't find a new job, which is the biggest fear that they had in the pandemic. And I was terribly scared that my whole family would get COVID. So one is job related, one is health related. And they are the top fears from the employee perspective. And the third one, I lost my emotional balance. Yes, professional and personal. Unfortunately, with the work from home, there is a very thin line that if you do not know how to break and how to stop one and start another, you will end up, unfortunately, in this situation. Are we actually, from a Romanian perspective, open to therapy? Only 1 in 3 employees who felt the need of psychological help actually went to therapy. 62% didn't go because the therapy was too expensive for them. And I'm talking about now when they're actually paying for themselves. 5% were afraid of being judged by friends. Again, this percentage is much small than I actually think that the reality is. And 18% say they don't feel comfortable talking to strangers about their problems. So this is how Romanians are perceiving therapy at this point. The not so rosy side, 40% employees think that their managers are not interested in their emotional health. unfortunately, it's a high percentage. And only 4% out of them had their treatment paid by a company as part of the benefit package. The percentage is increasing slowly but surely. It's a benefit that is still requested. It was a drop at the beginning of the year. I wouldn't say a drop, a pause maybe for this type of services, but unfortunately, the war started and everything around this war actually led again people to uncertainty and other stuff. We will talk soon about this side as well. The new work context and its consequences. Now, as we speak, we have 60% of the companies work in the office, 10% fully remote, and 30% hybrid. This is a statistics from April 2022. So it's a very recent statistic that we ran. Will the office ever be full again? We are asking ourselves. Out of the ones that are working remote and are working hybrid at this point, 55% out of them will use the hybrid model on the medium and long term. It's a big percentage. 23.7% we are planning to return to the office. Almost 8% will continue to work 100% remote, a very good percentage. And very good insight. It's 13.2% wanted to come back to the office, but employees and candidates' feedback made them reconsider their decision. It's a very interesting thing about the power that candidates and employees do have these days. How the pandemic left us burned out. Yes, the fine line that I was talking earlier about professional and personal environment has completely disappeared in the new remote context and lead to the increased burnout. We no longer feel connected to each other as a team. Unfortunately, onboarding is very difficult. I think it's the most difficult part of the new context. It's getting new employees to feel the organizational culture and learn how the things are working into their new teams. For the, let's say, old established teams, I think the situation is okay, not perfect, but it's not that bad. But for onboarding a new employees, unfortunately, the situation is not that good. Then came the war. Yes, we are coming to this. When emotional balance, I think, was beginning to be balanced again. Yes, new situation came, the war, which is very close, unfortunately, to Romania. We are neighbors with Ukraine. I think it's the largest border that actually we have with a neighboring country. And we are trying to, let's say, to trigger our resilience, but still, it's a hard thing to do after 2 years of pandemic. So a lot of people are feeling that it cannot be over. We had 2 years of pandemic, now the war. When this uncertainty will stop? So I think this pressure that we are all feeling, it's becoming more and more felt by the employees and also by the employers. How do HR people and managers feel right now? Fortunately, the number one feeling is uncertainty. And I completely agree with it. We do not know what is happening. We thought that the pandemic is over and we will start our new life, our new normal. But the war came, so uncertainty should be one of the top feelings that they are having. A lot of them are feeling courage, optimism, passion. So we are still in a mixed feelings kind of situation. How do their teams feel? They have good days and bad days. I think all of us have good days and bad days. And I think this is a mutual feeling that we are not having only good days. We are not having only days that we want to be together with somebody, with our team and with our family. We have also bad days depending on the news, unfortunately, and depending on the context that we are living around. Emotionally challenged, of course, it's another feeling that it's top. And on an upward trend as far as the productivity is concerned. This is, I think, it's a positive thing. And the fourth, they're keeping their optimism. Hopefully, this percentage will rise in the next month. It's a growing optimism during pessimistic times. Yes, I would say it like this. Psychological help should be needed for the people who actually need our help in these hard times. Yes, a lot of people do want to have one-on-one more often, which is a very good thing. They want to release their feelings, release the pressure, and feeling comfortable in the workplace and feeling appreciated by their managers. What is the cost? We have the largest proportion of budget allocated to benefits between 200 and 600 RON, almost 60%, which means from 50 to 150 euros. But we have also a lot of companies that are offering benefit package over 1,000 RON, means over 200 euros, which is almost 20% out of them. The majority of them are in IT sector. Solution. Yes, there is no one size fits all. This is clearly. We should personalize the benefit package according to employees' needs, to employee structure. Why not? According to their age, according to their geolocation, according to a lot of things that we need to take into consideration when building a benefit package. And yes, one size does not fit all. And do not guess the needs. This is the second point. Ask them. Run surveys. You have several survey tools like Survey Gizmo and other tools that are not expensive. You should run a survey, ask them what they want, ask them about their feelings, ask them about what they need to, that they like in the company, what they don't like. It's a cheap way, it's a fast way to understand what is happening within your company. 3, feedback is king. Yes, feedback is very important, but even important is timing. Don't wait for the end of the project. Don't wait for the end of the quarter. Don't wait for the end of the year. Constant feedback both ways. I think it's very, very important for a company that runs smoothly. Number 4, yes, a coffee. One-to-one feedback is important. Do it in an informal way. Go to a local coffee shop. Drink a coffee, try to blend in, try to bond with your manager or bond with the team members, and ask them how they are feeling, what is troubling them, what is making them optimistic, and so on. It's very important at this point. And number 5, it's okay to have feelings at work. Yes, sometimes we are neglecting the feelings at work. And sometimes if you see people that are agitated or people that are nervous, we are trying to calm them down, calm down, everything will be all right. Let them leave their feelings, and based on that feelings, you can build upon without any problem. And last, but definitely not least, we should normalize therapy. For the ones who actually need it, we should encourage them. We should have like a ambassador inside the company in order to promote this type of services, and we can see clearly that is helping. For us in eJobs, we have it the services, we have it for 1.5, almost 2 years now. It's used almost by 20 to 30% out of us at this point. Higher in the peak period, so it's a higher usage. For example, from the end of February, after the war started, of course. But we are considering normal. We are encouraging people to go. It's free of charge. It's unlimited, so they can go and they can have this type of services without any problem. And we all should know that vacation should be pushed inside the company. People who do not go on vacation, the kings of untaken vacation, should be the ones that you should encourage in order to go on vacation, because you cannot depressurize people. You cannot make them feel more relaxed, keeping them in their office or working from home. They should take a break, 2 weeks at least, in the same vacation, in order to relax and come back. Basically, come back to you with a fresh look and with fresh power in order to boost their emotional balance and boost their productivities as well. Thank you very much for having me this morning, and hopefully we will catch up in the next meetings of Hedepy. And all the best, and thank you very much, and good luck with the conference onward. Thank you very much. Bye bye.